B and C, what B is, these B's are longer screws, and C's are kind of little, I guess, spacers that would go in on the back of the monitor. So if you're using a flat monitor, you go ahead and use the A screws. If you're using a curved monitor, you're going to use the B and C. So I'm going to go ahead and put the A's in the holes. That didn't quite sound right. All right, now I'm done. So now that I got the VISA plate on the back, you can see it installed. I'll hold this up for you. So make sure that the upward is towards the top. So now we're ready for the next step. Now, so the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy on the corner of my desk here. Now, as you can see, it's a pretty thin desk. I do have this bar on the edge, so I'm gonna go around back here and put it on the back. I do not have a hole, but the good thing about the Atumtek desk mount is that you can use it on desks that do have holes and do not have holes. They have two different mounts that you can use. In my case, I'm going to be using it without a hole. You can use it on desks up to 3.3 inches thick as well. Of course, mine is not even close to that. So let's go ahead and give it a try. I'm going to go put it on the edge here. As you can see, it sits right up on the desk. So it's almost like a stand on the desk, and this underneath is just kind of holding it in place. So let me go ahead, screw this baby on. All right, cool. Well, that was easy. It's solid. It's working. Let's go ahead and grab the arm, which I've got here. Now, this is the point in time where you can use this adjustable black piece, this black plastic piece. You have a handle that you can turn, and that allows you to go up and down. And so that's going to adjust your height. So I'll just put it in the middle for now and just kind of see where we are. So we'll go ahead and take this guy, and we'll put it on. Wow. Pretty cool. So I'll go ahead and bring this down a little bit. Put it right about there. All right, so that's how simple it is. I'm going to go ahead and use one of the Allen keys that they provided to tighten this down. And I'm just tightening down the arm here so that it doesn't swivel around. Now you got to find out which position that you want it in. For those of you who are going to have it up against the wall, you might want to have the arm over to the side because obviously you're not going to have any room to keep it straight back. So I'm going to have mine up against the wall. So I'm going to want to take my top and turn it at a 90-degree angle and tighten it down from here. So there you go. Nice and sturdy. Now the next step in the process is going to be to put the monitor up on the monitor arm that we just installed. And I wanted to move the camera a little bit so you can see a little bit more of the arm as I go ahead and do the installation. Now we've already put our VISA plate on the back of here. We've made sure that the word up is facing up on the top of the monitor. And then there's a little metal tab here that will allow it to click in place and be locked in place so that you can do all your movements and rotations. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this and click it in place and then show you how you're able to do the different movements. So as you can see, we have the plate with the word up there, and there's a little channel. You're just going to go ahead and slide it in the channel, and you can see it snaps into place just like that. And from there, we've got movement left and right for your swivel. You're also able to turn it 360 degrees. So for those of you who want to use it in portrait mode, boom, turned it in portrait mode. I like to use mine in horizontal. But already you can see the movements. Now, I'm going to need to adjust it for height, and I'll do that in just a minute. On the back here, for those of you who maybe need to tighten up and do some adjustments, there are two Allen key screws. One of them is going to tighten up and loosen the pivoting from left to right. And the other one is going to loosen and tighten your rotation. So there are two adjustments right here on the back. in Allen keys that you can adjust, and then you can adjust the arm over here on the corner. So let's go ahead and adjust the arm and get this thing to height. All right, so it is time to do the adjustments on the arm itself. So when you get it, it's got a lot of tension on it, and therefore smaller monitors like mine, 24, 22 inch, you're not going to be able to pull this down and have it stay. It's going to pop right back up when you pull it out of the box. As you saw when I was doing the unboxing, there was a lot of tension. There was that warning sticker. There was that Velcro around there saying, be careful, because as soon as you let that Velcro off, pop, it's going to pop open. And the reason why is because this baby can handle up to 32-inch monitors, up to 20 pounds. So that gas spring has got to be strong to be able to hold those and still allow you to have the free range of motion that you do with smaller monitors. So the adjustment that they have for that is right here on the back. There is a sticker to tell you basically if you go clockwise with the Allen key, you will be decreasing the amount of tension. So if you have a smaller than 32-inch monitor, you're most likely going to be going clockwise. And that's going to loosen up that tension so you can bring this down and it will stay. For those of you who are using 32-inch monitors or big 20-pound monitors, depending on the way it comes out of the box, which was pretty tight, you may have to increase, and that is going counterclockwise with your Allen key. Like I said, there's a sticker over here that tells you, but you're basically going to go over here, put the Allen key in, give it a crank. In my case, I'm going to be going clockwise because I want to decrease the amount of tension. And by doing that probably 10 or 15 times, it's not just 2, I pre-did it. About 10 or 15 times you'll notice it start to loosen up, and that will give you more of that freedom so you can put it up, but you can also bring it down, okay? So that's what's the beauty of this stand, is that you're able to adjust it for the weight and the size of monitor that you have. Just a little tweak, after you get those first few out of the way, just a little tweak goes a long way, and you can keep it nice and tight for you. So